everybody, and welcome to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by them. So it's a super simple recipe, like I said, and the end result is simply delicious. So let's just dive straight into today's recipe. So friends, today we're going to see a nice recipe with leftover chapatis. So all I've done is I've just torn the chapatis into small pieces like this. Now here I have one medium-sized onion that I've chopped fine, one potato that I've just washed well and sliced fine. This is about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of fresh coriander leaves, 5 to 6 curry leaves chopped, 2 light green chilies chopped fine. This is half a teaspoon of asafoetida and half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, mustard seeds and turmeric powder. So let's start. So here I have a pan which is heating up and I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil. Once our oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add the mustard seeds. Let the mustard seeds begin to splutter. Once they do, then you're going to add the cumin seeds or the jeera. Next, we're going to add the curry leaves. Now you can add full curry leaves, but I like to chop them up into smaller pieces. Next, we're going to add our chopped up green chilies. I'm using the light green chilies because they're less spicy. Next, I'm going to add the asafoetida and the turmeric powder or the hinga and harad. Mix everything really well. Next goes in the chopped up onion. Now fry the onion really well till it becomes translucent. So this should take you about half a minute on a low to medium flame. Now I'm going to add the chopped potato or the sliced potato. Mix everything really well. Let the potato get nicely covered up with the rest of the bagar or the fortni. And now we're just going to cover and cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes till the potatoes are nice and cooked. So you stir in between and just check when the potatoes are nice and cooked. So this should take you about 3 minutes. Now you can just press down on the potato, and if it breaks easily, that means you know that the potato is nice and cooked. So keep a check on it, stir in between. And once your potatoes are nice and cooked, that is, if you press down and it breaks easily, that means your potatoes are ready. So now you can add up this torn up chapatis or torn up puris and mix everything really well together. Now this is an ideal way to use up leftover chapatis that you can really make this as a breakfast item, or it can also be used as a lunch or dinner recipe if you want to have something really light. It also makes a very good tiffin recipe. It's really delicious, guys. So if you haven't ever tried out this recipe with leftover chapatis or puris, you must give this a try. Now mix everything really well together. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of water, about a tablespoon or a handful of water. Just sprinkle it lightly. And again mix everything nicely. And now we're just going to add a little bit of salt to taste. And I'm also going to be adding a pinch of sugar. Now we call this fodnichi pori, in Marathi, but otherwise it's a great recipe to use up your leftover chapatis. It's an ideal breakfast or anytime brunch kind of dish. And now I'm just going to cover and cook it for about 2 minutes, again stirring in between so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Now I'm going to sprinkle the chopped up coriander, mix everything nicely. And then I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm just going to squeeze the juice of half a lemon. Mix everything really nicely. And that's it, guys. Your fodnichi pori, or this recipe made out of leftover chapatis, is all ready. So do give this a try and do let me know in the comments section how you like this recipe. I'll catch you in my next video. Sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Take care, guys. Bye. So let's see today's lovely spicy yam fritters or surnace cup. Now here I've soaked 1/4 cup of tamarind in 1 cup of water and set aside. Now we're going to take off the peel of the yam or the suran. Now one tip I'd like to give you here is just apply a little bit of oil on your hands before you start peeling, and after you start peeling just wash your hands really well with soap and water, because this peel can cause a little bit of itchiness in your hands. Now once you've done that, wash the suran thoroughly and then cut them into thin slices like this. Cut it into thin slices like this and put it into the tamarind water. So cut very thin slices. The thinner the slices are, the more tasty and crispy and crunchy it gets. Now I'm going to put all of this into my pressure pan along with the tamarind water. And now I'm going to pressure cook this for only 1 whistle on a high. So when the whistle goes off, just put the gas top off or the heat off. Now I'm going to make the paste or the chutney for this yam fritter. So I've taken some green chilies, about I think 8 or 10 green chilies, because these are the light green chilies, so they're not really spicy. And then I've taken about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic. Now the yam has been cooked. I've taken it out of the pressure pan and let it cool to room temperature. So now it's nice and soft also. Now we're just going to grind these green chilies and the garlic or the lasoon into a very coarse paste. I'm also going to add salt to taste. This helps in getting a nice coarse paste also. So just grind this and you'll get a paste like this. Transfer this paste to a bowl. Now I'm going to make a mixture of rice flour, that is half a cup of rice flour, tandoorats peat, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of fine rava or semolina. Mix these two really together. This is going to be our coating for the yam fritters or the surnace cup. Now I'm going to apply this green paste on both sides of the cooked yam. And just dip it into this flour and rava mixture and set it aside. Now, because we just cooked it for 1 whistle in the pressure pan, it doesn't become very soft. If you cook it for a very long time, then the suran becomes very, very mushy, and you are not able to, it's not firm like this. So the trick is to cook it just for 1 whistle on high. And also we cook it along with the tamarind because it takes out the itchiness that this suran or this yam generally has. I just thought I'd pop in and let you know about my Amazon storefront. Go and check it out. The link is down in the description box below. It's products that I generally buy on Amazon or I would recommend with regard to best prices and good quality. So go and check out the link. Now I'm just going to heat some oil in a pan, and I like to use my dosa tawa because it's flat. It really helps to get these surans nice and golden brown and crispy. And then once the oil is hot, I'm just going to place them on the tawa and I'm going to shallow fry them till they're nice and golden brown on both sides. So you can cook it on between low and medium heat. And once they're golden brown in color on one side, just turn them over and cook the other side. You might have to do this 2 or 3 times because you want to get them nice and crispy and golden brown. Now these are an ideal, it's an accompaniment to any, any dish that you have for lunch or dinner, or you can even have them all by themselves. They're really delicious, but I love to have them with some varan bhaat. They make an ideal accompaniment to varan bhaat. So I hope you give this recipe a try, guys. Today's all-purpose green chutney. Now the ingredients are very few. Here I have half a cup of fresh coriander leaves, 5 light green chilies that I've just cut up into halves. These are about 4 cloves of garlic that I've chopped up and half an inch of ginger. This is 1 lemon and some salt to taste. Now I'm going to add the coriander leaves to my mixer jar. Wash your coriander leaves really well. Now I'm going to add the green chilies that I've just cut up into 4, and these are the light green chilies, so they're not very spicy. Add the ginger and the garlic. Add some salt to taste. And now we're just going to squeeze out the juice of 1 lemon. Now I don't throw out the seeds of the lemon or the pips. What I do is I have a small little pot in my kitchen window. I just keep throwing the pips over there, and you won't believe it, but I've got a beautiful lemon tree growing in my kitchen window, and it looks so beautiful. And also about the lemons, just store them in your refrigerator, and whenever you're boiling anything in your pressure cooker, like you're making rice or dal, just put them in the pressure cooker and you'll see how clean your pressure cooker turns out. So now we're going to grind this chutney to a very fine paste like this. Look at the color, isn't it beautiful? Now we're going to transfer this paste to a bowl, and this is our all-purpose green chutney. So during the course of this video, I'll tell you, what are the uses of this green chutney, what all recipes you can make from it. But today I'm sharing with you my lovely grilled cheese sandwich using this all-purpose chutney, which is a big hit at my home. So here I have some onions that I've sliced. This is some pepper powder, some chaat masala, some bread slices, a little bit of butter, and some grated cheese. Here I have a grilled pan. You can use the regular pan too. This just gives the lovely grilled effect. So now I'm going to butter 2 of the slices with very little butter, but just see that you evenly spread the butter all over. You don't need to use a lot of butter, just a little, but see that it spreads out, you spread it out nicely all over the bread slice. So now this chutney that I'm using, I'm just going to apply a generous amount of the chutney. I always make this and keep it in my refrigerator. You can use it to make aloo parathas. You can use it to make, just make a plain cheese and chutney sandwich that I have. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Or you can even have some plain sandwiches with just some green chutney, butter, some sliced cucumber, sliced potatoes, and just sprinkle a little bit of salt and chaat masala, and just have a plain sandwich. This is so refreshing in the summertime. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the onion slices. Now you could also use some capsicum slices if you have at hand. You can just cut them really fine, add them too. Now I've got my grill pan heating on a very low flame. So if you don't want to have a heavy meal during summer, you can just have these light sandwiches. I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of the pepper powder. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the chaat masala. Now I've been putting up a lot of summer recipes, so go and check them on my channel. A lot of fresh, juices that you can make at home, like jaljeera, etc. I'll leave a link to all of that in the description box below. Now I'm just going to add a generous amount of the cheese. You can add as little or as much as you like. I always have this cheese grated in my refrigerator, so it's really easy to work with. So that green chutney, you can even add it to a little bit of, whatever curries you're making or whatever vegetables, just a little bit. It really adds a nice flavor. So now I'm just going to butter up the other 2 slices, and I'm just going to close up the sandwich, press it down. I'm going to add a little bit of butter on the top again. And now we're just going to, place it on the grill. So now that this is ready, I'm going to place the buttered side on the grill, which is nice and hot by now. You get a lovely sizzle once you put the buttered side down, and then just press it down gently so that it gets nice and closed up. Apply a little bit more of butter. And let it grill on a low to medium flame. Keep an eye on it, and then just flip it over. Grill it on the other side too. Since the pan is nice and hot, it doesn't take much time for it to grill. And that's it, guys. Your lovely veg grill sandwich or cheese grill sandwich is all ready. So if you're hungry or if your family members are hungry, this is an ideal, really fast recipe. So make this lovely green chutney and just store it in your refrigerator.
and you can make so many things with it. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other sandwich. So you can even use this to make Frankies. I have a recipe for that. I'll leave the link to that below. And now just transfer both the sandwiches to a serving plate. Now I'm just going to cut them up using a nice serrated sharp knife into halves. You can cut them up into fours also. These sandwiches are really light and delicious and really great for the summer. You can have it as a brunch item or as a breakfast idea. You can even have it as lunch or a light dinner. You can use brown bread, whole grain bread. The choice is yours. And just serve it up with some tomato ketchup and you're all set. So I hope you like today's recipe. And make this chutney, store it in your refrigerator. It really comes handy to make a lot of recipes. I'll leave the link of all of that in the description box below. I'll catch you in my next recipe. Bye guys.
Like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.